Welcome to MMEx tutorials. Today we're going to look at how to log in and basic navigation. So after going to the URL mmx.gsmhn.com.au, you will get to this login screen. You can put in your username and password and click login. If you need some help, you can use the MMEx support menu here, or go to our website and get some more details. So we'll just log in. So from a basic navigation point of view, you get several menu items across the top here, and also some menu items down on the left hand side. So this is the patient search screen, which we've looked at in another tutorial. We'll just go through the menu items across the top. So here we have our home button. So if you ever get lost, of course, click home, it'll take you back to this page. This compose screen is part of our messaging system, and linked with the inbox, sent and draft boxes handles secure messaging in MMEx, and we can look at secure messaging in another tutorial. There's our patient menu. So there has tools about patient use and how, in particular, the patient search menu, and some tools that you might use, the tasks menu, how to write a letter, and then there's a few other items such as billing that's quite relevant. Our reference menu here, we have quite a few references here, so we can, if we want to know what the guidelines are from the RACGP Red Book, we can open this, and because we're in a browser, it takes us directly to the Red Book from the RACGP. And there's a few others here that are relevant. You can have a look at those. MMEx is a very interesting, you can search for a product here and have a look at the prescribing information, or this is the prescribing information or the consumer information, and of course you can print this out for your patient if needed. So we'll just go back to the MMEx search page. You can also search by groups of medications. Our next menu item is the forms. So we have many pre-populated forms in MMEx, and as you can see, there's many. So you can actually favorite particular forms which you use all the time, so that when you hover over the forms button, they show up here like these ones. So for example, I've favorited the requests, pathology request and radiology request. Let's say that I don't want to favorite that anymore, and I can use the search menu to look for a particular form, and you can see how it's red there. I can make it green and it'll be unfavorited. Just refresh my screen. And you can see now I just have the pathology request. So I'll just do that in reverse. So we want to add the radiology request as a favorite. I just search for it, and then I click on it. I'm favoriting it, and then I'm going to refresh my screen. And now in my menu, I can see the radiology request. Also, we have the reports menu. Again, there's many reports in here. A very common one that most clinicians use is the patient reporting. So you can build a query around a particular patient or patient groups, like for example, all the gentlemen that smoke. You can pull a report using patient reporting. Again, I favorited this one, and you can see that it's when I hover, I get it up in my menu here. In the About menu is all about the support. So if you need to make it to contact us in any way, you've forgotten your password, for example, you can use the contact form here, or need some extra information, or if you want to use the MMEx tutorial, it will take you, and you can see more of these tutorials in both video and written form. In the last one is administration, and this main part for clinicians is using the profile page, and you can add your details here of your business address and your telephone numbers and etc. On the left-hand item menus, we talked briefly about the messaging system, which we will talk about in another tutorial. There's also these facility-wide menu items. So this is the results and reports work list. And it takes me to a work list of all the incoming electronic results. So if you're connected with a particular pathology lab or radiology lab, they electronically are received in here, and you can work this list by reviewing your results, or in this case we've received some discharge summaries from a hospital, for example. Then we have a calendar, and the calendar shows you any appointments. So you can see there's no appointments there. You can filter it by day, week, or weekday, and you can add appointments from here. You can also show or hide. So you can see less calendars, less busy screen, or you can just see my own calendar. Then we have our requests work list. Similarly to the results work list, this is mainly based around referrals. So this would be incoming and internal referrals. And then I would have the out, which is the outgoing or external referrals. So the forms within MMEx are saved here, so you can use this list to work your referrals in and out of your facility. This is the tasks work list. Similarly, it has lots of information. You can link a particular task to a patient. So if you're the doctor and you want to ask the nurse to do something, or you were requesting the receptionist to complete a bill, for example, you could add these tasks in here. It's a bit like having post-it notes, but electronically. So this is basic navigation of MMEx, and the last screen I'm going to show you and will be part of the next MMEx tutorial is actually opening a patient record, and we get a new set of menu items here which are patient related. So just to summarize, above here is for the facility wide, across here is information and navigation, and this is all about the patient, and that will be in the next tutorial. Thanks for listening to MMEx Tutorials.